there, I'm Sarah from Great Days by Sarah, and today I have for us a three-part workout, and here's how it works. We'll have 2 strength exercises, and we'll go through 3 rounds for those 2. And then we'll have a finisher at the end of the round, something a little cardio related to boost our heart rate up before we have a short recovery for round 2. Then we'll do 2 and 3, get through the super efficient workout together. Let's get warmed up. Let's start ourselves in a shape of an X, and reach your one hand towards your opposite foot, nice and slow. And it can be your shin, it can be the top of your knee, it doesn't need to be to the floor. Just start slow with this star stretch. Keeping our arms really engaged, really straight. Our legs might have a tiny bend in them, depending on how much movement you've done today. Last one each way. Arm circles back. As big as you can. Really opening up through your chest. And then switch your directions. Relax it out. You do a hamstring scoop. Pick one foot out in front. Scoop it here. Send those hips back and all the way up. Switch. And for our last one, come on down into your mat, into a plank, and then press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Back out into plank. Start to feel some mobility through those shoulders. As you press back to downward facing dog, this upside on the letter V with your body, drive your heels towards the floor. They don't have to touch. You can keep a bend through your knees, and then send it forward to plank. 2 more like that. Just hold here for a moment, then send it high. Bring it out, and send it high. Walk those hands back to meet your feet, and slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. You do need weights for this workout today. I'm using 10s. I would usually use 5s, but I'm going to challenge myself today, especially with the flies and the motion of my shoulders and my back. We'll see how strong those feel today. But you can always do it with water bottles or no weight at all. So our 2 weighted exercises, round 1. We're going into a sumo squat. I am going to use my weight. Feet are wide, weights, palms facing you. We sink down and we come up. Don't worry about counting because these are for time, so go at your pace, and then I'll kind of cue different speeds as we go through the 3 rounds. So this first one, start off nice and slow, kind of a steady pace. Join me as soon as you're ready. Make sure those feet are turned out. Last 3, 2, and 1. See, we're not here long. Move those feet in, hip distance apart. Find a straight back tilt. We're gonna fly. Here. Little bend through your arms. Squeezing through your shoulder blades. I'll show you what it looks like from the side. My back is flat, my eyes are down. Three, 2, and 1. No break, right back to sumo, right into it. So of course, if you need water, take it, but really try to get through the finisher before you fully break. Last 3, 2, and 1. Flies. Good tilt, shoulders down, relaxed, and then squeeze them up. 2, and 1. Last time through, I'll invite you to pick up the pace of this squat. So now it's quick. Heart rate's starting to build. Getting ready for that strong finisher. We are not going to do our flies fast. Just the squats for 3, 2, and 1. Same pace for those flies. Control it down. Fight gravity. Make that upper body work. Really engage through your core. This is the last time through this one. Three, 2, and 1. Move your weights out of the way. Our finisher today is a side-to-side hop. So you're here. You're not hopping. Step out wide. Coming here. Not hopping. Our hopping, here we are. Soft on your toes. Light on your feet. If you're in the modification, it's fast. Stay low, step wide. Just like that, we're halfway through. And then we're already done with our first round. We only have 3 today. Less than 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax it. Grab a sip of water. Next 2 strength exercises, curtsy lunges and tricep kickbacks. I'm gonna hold my weights for my curtsy lunge. And it will look like this. My hips are facing forward. I step it back, squat it down. My hips are still facing forward. I reverse it. Other side. You should really feel this in the outside of your glute. And then tricep kickbacks will find that hinge. Once again, elbows stay high, send those weights back, and you're here. Back to 90. Take a couple deep breaths, you still got a few seconds. Pick up those weights. And here we go. Curtsy lunge. If you are tapping your knee, make sure you do it super soft. It certainly does not need to come down to your space. Whether you're on a floor or a mat, kiss that floor if it touches. Last 3, 2, and 1. Tricep kickbacks. Find the tilt, just like the fly. Elbows come up. Kick one back, and the other, or do them both at the same time. These 10s are a little heavy for me to do for the full time, so I'm going every other. And I'm holding the one that's not working at 90. And my elbow's still high. I should have grabbed my 5s for today for these. That's okay. That's how we modify. 3, 2, 1. Remember what arm you left off on. Right back into our curtsy. Keep your chest lifted. Big inhales and exhales. You're so strong today. Keep going. If it becomes too much with the weight on these curtsies, drop it. Curtsy lunges are challenging with no weight. 3, 2, 1. Relax it. Find your tilt. Second time through. Flat back, gaze down, elbows high, kick back. Three, and 1. I'm gonna feel these tomorrow. Curtsy lunge, last time through. Learned my lesson, not grabbing a lighter one for my triceps today, that's for sure. Last time through these. So challenge yourself not to stop, or maybe pick up weight if you haven't tried it with weight yet. 3, 2, and 1. Last time with these kickbacks. Good form, good tight core. Lift them up, kick them back. The challenge this round, if you're doing every other, go 1, 1, both. 1, 1, both. Finish it strong. 3, 2, 1. Set those weights down. Gladly. Finisher for this one, we're going front and back. Hip hop, back and forth. Front and back, not doing it. You go quick feet. It's here. Modify it down. Not jumping, no worries. Here it is. Finisher, round 2. 1 big round to go and you're done for the day. Keep those knees soft, toes light. More than halfway through. Good news is we're down on our mat for our last round. Doesn't necessarily make it easier, but you're on your mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Get water. Keep standing. Don't go down on your mat yet. Heart rate should be high, so walk around a little bit. Two strength moves this final round. Superwoman, on your bellies. Arms lift, legs lift. Driving them close to each other. They don't need to touch, but driving them close. So I don't want your body in an X on the ground. I want your body more like this on the ground. Like you would see a superhero flying. Second one, boat pose. We're gonna work on some lifts and lowers. 3 times through, just like the first 2 rounds. To start, on your front side, legs fairly close together, arms up by your shoulders, thumbs towards the sky. So open up through your shoulders, so help your chest open, and then all it is a lift and lower. Here we go. It's a lift and a lower. Try not to fully release your weight on the lower. Let your pinkies and your toes tap, but don't fully relax. As we get tired, your legs will start to splay apart. Pull them together. Make those inner thighs work. 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Flip it over. Boat pose is here. Tip it back. Making sure your spine is long and strong. So we don't want this. It doesn't matter how low you go. I want you tipped up. Here, shoulders back, tilt it back, lift one leg and the other. First round, we're all gonna stay like this. Want a little bit more? Put those hands lightly behind your ears. I'll give a different modification for every single one of these. If the leg lifts don't work, stay here. You'll feel it enough through those lower abdominals. That's what we're going for. 3, 2, and 1. Flip it back over. Superwoman, here it is. Thumbs towards the sky, big toes to the ground. We lift and lower. Pick up your pace this time, if it feels good. If your back likes that. Don't strain through your neck. Eyes Nose, mouth, down. 3, 2, and 1. Roll it over. Boat pose. This time you can stick to staying stationary. Lift one leg, lift the other, or lift both, lower both. Here we go. Whatever you do, focus on the back, that you're not rounding. If you find yourself rounding, just go back one stage. That's okay. You don't want to put any strain on your back in this. It's all coming all through your core. Three, 2, and 1. Last time, flip it over. Superwoman lifts. Make them as high as you can this time without straining your neck. So still eyes down towards the earth, and we lift. Last 3, 2, and 1. Roll it over. Final time in this boat pose. Option for full lowers this time. So you're going to be up, maybe lower. Up, so it's like a V set, lower and hover. That's not for you. Go back to the double lift. Go back to the single lift, or just hold. Here we go. Last time through for this one. We'll end with a big finisher. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Big finish. Push to press. I'll show you the full one, then I'll show you the modification. You're going to start in a plank. Move over here just so you can see my arms and my legs. Start in a plank. We go down, down, up, up. Switch sides. So the other one goes down, down, up, up. Modification from the knees, but hips are low. Hips are not back here, hips are low. You had a string hanging from your shorts, it would touch the ground. Down, down, up, up, and rotate. Here we are, big finisher. Start with a full one if your body's able. You can always modify. Here it is. Down, down, up, up, switch. Go at your pace, keeping those hips low. No matter where you are, if you're in the modification, they're low. If you're in the full version, you're in a straight plank. There's our halfway. Last 3, 2, and 1. Everyone will meet in child's pose. Big toes touch, knees nice and wide. Walk your forehead down to the mat. If it doesn't quite get there, stack your hands so your lower neck, or the upper part of your neck doesn't have to work. And breathe. If your arms are stretched out, stretch them out a little further. And then we'll all walk them over to the left. So a little bit of a side body stretch. If your head is to lift off, that's okay. And over to the right. Come up on hands and knees. Send your right leg out to the side, about hip height. And then just little rocks back and forth, stretching out through those inner thighs. It feels good to hold in this half kind of awkward child's pose. You can do so. You need a little bit of a deeper stretch, but do what feels good for you. and switch it over other side. Send it out about hip height. Really nice work today. This is not an easy one. It's not a long one, but it's not an easy one. Take that left leg, just bring it right out in front. Find yourself into a low lunge, either hands on the floor or hands on your legs. Come up here. Our main focus is stretching out through this back leg, through your hip flexor. Tuck your tailbone under a little bit more. Feel a little bit of a deeper stretch. And then send it back, half split. Once again, hands can be on the legs, they can be on the floor. Forehead driving towards the middle of your shin. Heart towards your kneecap. And switch it out. Start with that lunge. Right leg forward. Hands down or high. Send it back. Hamstring stretch. It's long, strong muscle through the back of your leg. Then come on to tabletop for one more. Cat-cow. Inhale brings you eyes towards the ceiling, tails towards the sky, and then round it out. We did a lot of that hip hinge today. Your back works the whole entire time. Look it up. And round it out. Come to neutral. Have a seat. We'll do one last big inhale together. Arms come down, round and up. Hands come to join, and then down to heart center. Thanks for showing up today. Go have a great day.